12 and a half of Method to the Madness after the football season.
Something like that.
Big stuff. NFL free agency is still going wild. First round of March Madness went by. Great weekend. I think the MLB starting.
That's something.
That's cool.
Yeah. If you're into that.
Saw a stat of LeBron's last 8 games. Guy's absolutely going off.
Well, if you're the greatest of all time, what do you expect, right?
Did you see his poster on Kevin Love?
Yeah.
Boy, that's mean.
No, it was fun. They were like laughing about it at the end, but honestly, inside, if I was Kevin Love, I'd be a little like, dude, you got alphaed, right? You are the beta on the court after that.
Well, what do you expect when you're going up against LeBron and you're gonna put your body in front of him like that?
I've literally never seen Jordan do that to Kevin Love.
Never
in my entire life. Could he do it?
No.
There's no way to prove it.
Not now.
Right?
No.
God.
No.
In this state, no way. Let's talk about a little bit of this off season.
You want to go NFL?
Let's jump right into the NFL off season. It's been pretty crazy. A lot of trades. Tyreek was the biggest one recently.
Yeah, Tyreek was the one I saw today.
Dolphins got some weapons around Tua.
I think that's kind of wild because I didn't even know Tyreek was like an option to leave the Chiefs. And I think it's kind of silly that the Chiefs let him leave.
I agree. I don't think Tyreek or the Chiefs are going to benefit from that. I think that's like a lose-lose for both of them. You
think Tyreek loses too? Being on the Dolphins?
He's not Patty anymore.
Yeah. But like, I don't know. Tyreek's just such like a versatile athlete. I think he'll be able to make it work.
But now...
I don't think he'll be putting up the numbers that he had.
Yeah, exactly. And like as a receiver, especially like the kind he is, he's like this quick little... fidgety guy. Yeah. I don't know. I think he's a big play guy.
Tua has enough troubles throwing the ball 5 yards down the field. I couldn't imagine him throwing it like 30, 40 yards down the field.
I think Tua's ass. Is that crazy?
I think a lot of people do, man.
Okay, because you know what? I've been seeing the nickname Pua, like the poop emoji.
Yeah.
Circling the internet.
No, that's a big thing, and I think it's rightfully so.
And I don't think it's right to put a guy down like that, but I'd be lying if I said I haven't used it. I've been throwing that. I've been going to my emojis, searching up poop.
Yeah.
And then doing poo and then
Yeah.
After like pooa.
You got to.
And like I don't think there's anything wrong with it. Just in the fact that like he's earned it. He's earned the right to that emoji.
He's earned his stripes. He's earned his mark. Yeah, I don't know. Tua's in the hot seat for sure. Especially this year after the Miami offense that is now built around him.
Yep.
Tyreek Hill, Jalen Waddle, Cedric Wilson, Devontae Parker, Chase Edmonds, Raheem Mostert, Myles Gaskins, and they got Gesicki at tight end. He's got a good team.
Yeah. He has no excuses. Their D was decent last year too. You saw what they did to the Ravens.
Yeah, but they had Flores, so there's a change there.
That's true.
See what happens with their defense. But no, they got nothing. Who's in their division? The Patriots, Bills, and Jets.
Yeah, and Patriots, they re-signed Malcolm Butler. Did you guys see that?
I did see that actually. I thought it was just kind of funny.
Yeah,
like, all right, that's
made me smile, made me happy.
Yeah.
You know.
Who's gonna win that division? The Bills are gonna win that division.
The Bills are gonna.
Do you think the Patriots can go on another like little run?
No, I don't.
You think they're done? You don't think McCorkle's got what it takes?
I don't think they're done.
Oh.
One of the many flaws of Copenhagen.
Yeah.
I don't think they're done. I think that it's not. I think they caught some people by surprise last year. I'm no way am I saying they're going to be last in the division. Not even saying they're going to be third. Like realistically, I think they'll still be second.
Do you think the Jets could make it up to like a second place position?
No, I think the Jets have solidified fourth place.
You think they're still stuck there? Mm-hmm. Zach Wilson's not the guy?
No. I don't think they're going to have a guy.
I kind of like Zach Wilson, though, to be honest.
He's the second best quarterback in New York. I'll say that.
Who's the first best? Danny Dimes?
No, Daniel.
Yeah,
Daniel Dimes.
Obviously.
I still believe in that guy, regardless of what he's been doing recently. I believe there's sometimes an it factor. Danny Dimes has the it factor.
Okay, well, how about this hypothetical? Danny Dimes traded to Miami.
Okay. Miami?
Yeah.
It's like a light switch, right? Like right now, lights are off, turn it on, pop.
Boom. Offense is flowing.
Two different worlds. All of a sudden, you can see everything.
Yeah.
Daniel Jones sees the whole field. Danny Dimes in that with Tyreek. I don't know, man. There's a lot of shenanigans that can go on
Yeah.
With Danny Dimes as your quarterback, and I like that.
I like that a lot too.
Bit of a wild card.
I think he's got the it factor. Real quick, last week, I think on the show you were saying, wow, I'm so pumped. The Ravens signed Zadarius Smith.
Oh, man. Fuck you, Zadarius Smith. Fuck you, man.
How the turntables.
Well, you know what it is? I think he saw Vaughn get some money. He saw Khalil Mack get some money.
Yeah.
And he's like, you know what? I'm younger than these guys. Why can't I get some money? And I don't even know what he signed for. Did you see how much money?
37 mil. I don't think it was like actually like.
Well, he's crazy. A Viking now. Or how do you feel?
I love it.
Yeah,
I actually think it's gonna be sick because we restructured Danielle Hunter's contract. He's a mean pass rusher if he can stay healthy.
Yep.
And then Zadarius Smith coming off the other edge. I honestly love it.
Those are two pretty solid guys to have pass rushing. I know now, in comparison to maybe 6 episodes ago.
Yeah.
You love Kirk.
I love him. Can't get enough. I actually, real quick.
You can see your lock screen?
Yeah, if anybody can see it, Kirk is now my lock screen. Yeah. Just because I love him so much.
Yeah, that's funny.
And you know what? I'm going to be placing a bet for the Vikings to win the NFC North. I don't think that's too crazy.
I think it's outrageous.
Why?
Because the Green Bay's still there.
So what?
They still have Aaron.
And
How much do you think that's going to affect them without Devontae?
It's I don't know who they have at receiver. I think the only receiver they have right now is like Alan Lazard and maybe Randall Cobb.
I don't even know if they have Randall anymore. I thought he was like on one.
Maybe. I don't know.
My thing is though,
because MVS is going to Kansas City to replace Tyreek.
Yeah.
Fair replacement.
But yeah, I don't know about that.
I think that's a little silly.
But what I'm saying is, Green Bay, they got like a winning culture. Why can't they figure it out? Oh, we lost Iverson.
Oh, this happens way too often.
It does happen often, but you know what, man? We'll make it without him.
Well, one thing my journeyman used to say to me was adapt and overcome, and that's what we're going to do on this podcast today.
Speaking of adapt and overcome, there's a lot of quarterbacks that get shuffled around here.
Yeah, there was. There's a ton of like middle range quarterbacks, I would call them, and in the spirit of March Madness, I've conducted a mini bracket.
Okay, so how does this work?
Same as every other bracket. I have 8 quarterbacks written down. All either were free agents or in the hot seat kind of trade talk.
Okay.
And they're all, I'd say, similar skill levels.
Yeah.
Maybe some better than others, as a bracket would work. And I'm going to list off the verses, and as we go along, obviously 4v1, 3v2. Yeah. As we go along, the bracket goes. So do you want me to start it off here?
Yeah, start us off. Let me hear some names.
Okay. First game of the bracket. Marcus Mariota versus Tua Tagovailoa. Marcus Mariota is a 3 seed. Tua is a 2 seed.
You know, me personally, I love the Hawaiian energy. Yeah. Coming out of this game in the bracket. I think Tua slightly edges out Mariota.
You think so, eh?
By a hair. And I'm giving it to him because of age.
And the thing is that Tua's a starter. Mariota had his chance. But if you were to start your franchise today, you're going to take Tua over Mariota?
Well, is Mariota going to be starting in Atlanta?
I think so, yeah.
Okay.
At least to start. At least to start.
Okay.
I don't know what they're going to do if they draft somebody or what their deal is, but at least to start, I think Mariota's going to be the starter.
As of right now. Okay. Yeah, I think I got a slightly edge out Tua.
So if you were the Ravens and you had to pick one of these quarterbacks, Tua. I'm going to write Pua.
Yeah, give him a little poop emoji.
Okay, Mariota out. Now, here we go. Matt Ryan, 1 seed, versus the number 4 seed, Carson Wentz.
You see, I like you made Matt Ryan the 1 seed. Because among this, I haven't really seen all the names. Let me see. There's only one other guy. I took a quick glance. There's only one other guy in there that I think you could argue for the 1 seed.
Yeah.
But I do think, I like you gave Matt Ryan his respect.
Yeah, I mean...
He's made it to Super Bowl.
In the below average quarterback camp, I think he's number 1. I think...
He's been a franchise guy.
Yeah, absolutely he has. So yeah, Matt Ryan versus Carson Wentz.
Who would you give it to?
If I was starting my franchise today?
Yeah. Are we putting age as a factor?
Yeah, age is a factor.
Age is a factor. Okay.
Eh, yeah, yeah, yeah. Matt Ryan for sure.
You go Matt Ryan over Wentz? Yeah, I agree.
You agree?
I agree.
Okay. So far, all favorites have won. Now we're gonna go. I think this one can be a little spicy. The number 2 seed Jameis Winston versus the number 3 seed Baker Mayfield.
Now I don't agree that Jameis should be the 2 seed. I don't know what the seeding committee did here. Was it the AP rankings? I don't agree with that.
Right.
I'm gonna strongly say Baker over Jameis.
Okay, this is an upset.
This is an upset, but I couldn't imagine why you'd rather have Baker over Jameis Winston. Or why you'd rather have Jameis Winston. I can't imagine why you'd rather have Jameis Winston over Baker.
He's a gunslinger.
He's a gunslinger, yeah, but he's not. He's thrown to the wrong team half the time.
But the times he throws to the right team, it's pretty sweet.
You know, yeah, 1 in 10, sure, it's cool.
They beat Green Bay like 34-3 to start.
That season. Was I don't know.
Jameis Winston, dark horse MVP. But for the sake of the bracket, Baker will move on, and Jameis gets upset.
Okay.
Lastly, we have Jimmy Garoppolo, Jimmy G versus Mitchell Trubisky. Jimmy G's a 1 seed, Trubisky's a 4 seed.
Oh, so you made because you did either side of the. I see what you're saying. I think it's self-explanatory. I hope we're on the same page about this. I'm obviously going with the guy who didn't sign with the Steelers.
Right.
Jimmy G's been a franchise quarterback. He's been to some NFC championships.
Yeah.
He's been to a Super Bowl.
Yeah, he has.
He has.
And he
so
lost
you know you can get there
right.
with him with the right squad around him.
Right.
Why? What are your thoughts?
I personally don't love Jimmy G. I only gave him a 1 seed because he's been a starter for so long. Mm-hmm. But I really don't think he's good at football. But with that being said, Trubisky hasn't proved himself anyway either. He had that 1 season. I kind of like Trubisky as a quarterback. I don't know why. I just think he's kind of fun.
I think he'll be terrible.
But yeah,
I think he's gonna have a horrible year.
Jimmy G is the better choice here. So we're gonna move him on. All right. Down to the final 4. Mm-hmm. Number 2 seed Pua versus number 1 seed Matt Ryan.
Matt Ryan, right?
Matt Ryan.
Yeah.
Matt Ryan. I think that's a good choice. And number 3 seed Baker versus number 1 seed Jimmy G.
Now, honestly, I think this is dumb close.
I think so too.
Like, I don't know what I'd rather have.
I'd honestly rather have Baker.
You think so?
I'd rather have Baker.
Is that because, like, what? Is that just because the energy he brings kind of thing? Or
I love his energy. I like Baker as a quarterback. But also, a lot of people are mad at him for the season that he had last year. Yeah. But he was hurt. And no one wants to take it into consideration. Because the year before that, he took them to the playoffs. He took them on a decent run in the playoffs.
They took out the Steelers.
Yeah.
They killed the Steelers.
So I'm going to give it to Baker personally.
Okay.
What do you think?
That's tough, man. Jimmy G is so handsome.
Yeah, he is. Handsome.
He's tan. Baker, on the other hand, man.
I wouldn't count Baker as an ugly guy either.
I wouldn't call him ugly. That's the thing. I can't say Baker's an ugly guy. This is closer than it should be, but it is close. You're putting me on the spot here.
Yeah, no, that's why we have the bracket.
I'm gonna have to very slightly give it to Jimmy. So we're at a disagreement.
We're at a push. Hollywood, have you heard the last couple minutes here?
I heard something about Pua.
All right, well, fast forward a little bit. Baker or Jimmy G? Who would you rather have as your franchise quarterback?
Well, me personally, I would have to take Jimothan.
All right, well then
Jimmy edges it out.
That's it. We have 2 number 1 seeds heading into the finals. Jimmy G or Matt Ryan? Who you taking?
He's made it this far. I think just because of the stage of his career that Matt's at, I think I'm going Jimmy.
I'd also have to agree Jimmy G. With his age, he's got some things going on. I don't think he's better than Matt Ryan currently, but I think I'd rather have him as my quarterback.
He'd be a good bridge quarterback too.
Yeah.
Just to get into the next.
Jimmy G, congratulations on being the best worst quarterback in the league.
Proud of you, buddy.
Well, that was fun.
That was fun. Well, keeping it to March Madness.
Yeah.
Been a really wild one actually. A lot of upsets, crazy games, but probably no better story that I can think of in recent time than the Peacocks. course, I'm talking about St. Peter's.
Now, last week when we were on the show, I was raving about Kentucky.
Yeah.
I thought they had it all. I was in the research. I was reading blogs. I was listening to podcasts. I was watching their games. I really liked what I saw. But for whatever reason, they just didn't.
No.
And in the tournament of March Madness, you got to bring it every single game. And that's what St. Peter's did.
I was going to say, is it as much of a Kentucky choke as it was St. Peter's just playing great basketball?
Yeah, it was a good mix of both. I mean, Kentucky was not playing well. Like, they were playing like they didn't want it. It was crazy because, like, I'm watching this game live, and after the first half, it's like a close game, and I was like, this is funny. It was like Gonzaga was, like, tight in the first half against whatever 16 seed they played. I can't remember. And then as the second half of the game was going on, I kept on thinking, like, oh, when is Kentucky going to start pulling away here? And I kept on looking at the betting odds, and I'm like, 12.5. Maybe it's a little close now. 7.5.
Yeah.
That's like, I even got, I'm like 2.5. And then I was like, okay, absolute lock. There's no way that they're going to lose this game. So I placed the bet. And then they never pulled away. It goes into overtime. And then they just don't show up in overtime either. You know, like, you fought all this way against the number 6 or 15 seed team, and then in overtime you're gonna shit the bed like that.
I feel like they just thought the Peacocks were gonna roll over and take it.
I was getting really frustrated because Doug Edert, also, I think that's a hilarious name.
Fantastic.
It absolutely suits him too. He's the white guy with he kind of looks like Pierre if he had a mustache, actually.
Hollywood, you mean?
Yeah, Hollywood.
Yeah.
Yeah, I loved, like, I hated him in that game. But as much as I was hating him splash threes in my face repeatedly, I kind of had respect for him. And that other guy, Nadefo, he was playing well in the post. He had a great game. So after I watched that, I was upset. Actually, like, my whole tournament was ruined.
Well, yeah, essentially picking Kentucky go to the final. That was tough. But St. Peter's this Friday is playing.
Yeah.
And they're playing versus... is it Purdue? Purdue, the Boilermaker.
Yeah, number 3 seed Purdue.
Are you telling me you don't think...
Okay, well, we're looking at the odds before the show.
Yeah.
St. Peter's plus 12.5. And they already beat the best team in the tournament according to my stats.
Yep.
So with that being said, they're going to have to beat Purdue because if you beat the best, you are the best. Isn't that how it goes?
That's what I like. To be the best, you got to beat the best. And I'm seeing a lot of people now pick Purdue to win their bracket.
That makes sense. Purdue's played they've played well.
I agree. But money lines aside,
yeah,
12.5 points with the Peacocks.
Right.
Are you kidding me?
I think we're gonna hammer it. Yeah.
I was about to put down everything I own on that. Literally, we were having some budget issues with some other stuff, and we came to the conclusion that we could make it all up
by betting
through
on
the
St.
Peacocks.
Peter's. Yeah, no, and I don't think it's a bad strategy.
Mm-hmm.
The only thing that scares me, now hear me out.
Yep.
Kentucky had time to plan for St. Peter's, but Murray State didn't.
Correct.
So once they beat St. Peter's, upset, whoa, oh my God. They just play the next game. They don't really get into, like, the whole film book and study St. Peter's tendencies. Now that they have, like, a couple days rest and the coach has time to watch the film and make adjustments, does it not scare you a little bit that Purdue could maybe do something?
If I'm asking you the same thing, are you not worried that the Peacocks coach is doing the same? He's saying, hey, Purdue, we can exploit these guys. Because he did it to Kentucky.
Yeah. But
he had time to prepare. He has time to prepare for Purdue too.
But Purdue has, like, lottery picks on their team. Mm-hmm. Guys going in the first round in the top 5-10 picks.
Yeah.
And St. Peter's doesn't. And when you got, like, the athletes like that, it's a little bit scary, no?
Yeah. But the way I'm seeing it is the storyline right now.
Mm-hmm.
It's all for the Peacocks.
I was listening to an interview with the Peacocks head coach,
mm-hmm.
and they asked him, like, what is your team, like, what's the story of your team? And he's like, all my guys are from New York or New Jersey, and all we do is fight. And it kind of got me fired up.
That gets me fired up. Because, see, that's a guy you want to play for.
Right.
He gets to play. He seems like a player's coach. And you kind of got to be to make it this far.
Yeah, and they got the grit. But anyways, I'm all in to hammer the 12.5. I say we absolutely do it.
Absolutely. I'm even thinking of sprinkling a little bit on the money line. It pays 7-1 right now.
That's pretty good.
Yeah. Plus 700 if you're into American odds. Yeah, no, it's going to be crazy. I also liked Miami over, I believe they're playing, was it Iowa State?
Yeah, Iowa State. I think they're like an 11 seed too.
Yeah. I think Miami, they put up 79 points after being told by Auburn's players before the game. In an interview, they said Miami, they play in the ACC, so they haven't played anybody with a good defense. Auburn talking as if they have a good defense. Proceeded to get their asses whooped.
Yeah, no, that's true.
So
a lot of people also had Auburn making their Final Four, or at least maybe winning it.
Yeah.
So that's a huge upset.
Oh, upsets are real. It's been a good tourney.
Honestly, it's been a lot of fun. Like, we were in Seattle on the weekend, and I think every chance we had to go watch, like, to just be in front of a TV screen and bet on it, I think we took.
Yeah.
I mean, I know you were hot. What'd you go, like 7 for 7 on March Madness?
I went 7 for 7. I was taking some spreads. I sniffed out a couple rat lines. You took a couple with me.
I did. Yeah, we did hammer a couple.
That one Gonzaga in-game money line when they were down, that was laughable.
Yeah.
That was laughable.
Yeah.
That Bet365 and Betway had even thought that was something they should do.
It was the Baylor being down 25 too.
That was great.
And we got them on the comeback.
Yeah, they didn't finish it, but they covered the spread.
They did cover the spread.
So that was big.
That was an electric game too, actually.
Oh man, so much fun. So much fun this March Madness.
What else? This weekend I have Arizona to beat Houston. Arizona, I was watching their game against TCU. Really close game. TCU played them really tough. But what's his name? Ben Mathurin. That guy had himself a day. I think he put up like 30-something points, which is pretty crazy.
He was wet from 3 too, hey?
He hit some threes, but he was also like mean on the. He kind of gave me like the feeling of like, I'm just doing everything I can to win, and it was kind of awesome to watch because you could just see it was like him and like another. It was like a post player for TCU were going. Those guys looked like they were going the absolute hardest, and the Arizona guy out rebounded like 4 people in like dying seconds of the game. Got the ball, and that was it. Arizona came out on top.
I remember that because we were all in on TCU.
I honestly thought it was another upset. I was like, this tournament's been crazy. I've been upset. I've seen the upsets. This is it. This is another one.
The Horned Frogs came close. They covered that 5.5.
They did cover.
Which was nice.
What else you got? Anything?
I got nothing. Should we be getting into the Q&A?
Yeah, let's get into
the little Q&A here. We got a lot of questions this week too, so this will be good.
We posted it early this time.
We did. I remember.
I saw that. I woke up. I saw it like pretty early this morning.
You woke up to it.
Yeah.
So you're just sleeping all day.
No, I wake up early, get my shit done. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I'm not about that sleep. Sleep is for the weak. Sleep is for when you're dead. That's what you do when you're dead. You sleep.
Let's get this out the way. Get rid of some of these silly ones. A-Turn asks, favorite guy you occasionally see at Club 16? That is a gym for everybody wondering.
Right.
I don't go to Club 16.
No, I do.
You do though.
I do.
What do you have to say about that?
I don't know about favorite guy, cause I got a lot of friends there. Mm-hmm. We all give the fist bumps to each other. What's going on, man?
What are you lifting today?
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You need a spot?
That kind of stuff. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. But my least favorite guy, this fucking guy will not leave me alone.
What's his name?
I don't know. I've seen him before, but I can't put a name on his face.
Uh-huh.
And he just always is up. Hey man, what's going on? And he gives me one of like little bumps.
Oh, and then
he
does
that.
Can't stand those.
Yeah, and he thinks like we're buddies, and he like we're on the bench press, and then he comes in and pretends like he's gonna do a bench press. So you got to throw a pity laugh.
Yeah.
Now get the fuck out of the way, man.
Yeah.
But like the worst part about him is like he's one of those guys that acts way bigger than he is.
Mm-hmm.
He wears a cutoff. You don't need to wear a cutoff, dude.
Oh God.
Your definition's not there. Maybe keep it on. It's hoodie season right now, right?
It is hoodie season.
Yeah, that's my least favorite guy. But favorite guy, actually, I know my favorite guy. He also works at the gym. Jordan Turn.
Jordan Turn.
Great guy.
Dude. Maybe coolest Turn, you know?
The only one I know.
Okay. I think I go him, slightly edging out Dave.
Right.
Who slightly edges out Rose.
Right.
Who slightly edges out Lucas.
I don't know.
Slightly edges out Santana.
Okay. Yeah. I that sounds like a great. I've never met him.
Okay.
Know, but
good guys. Good freaking guys.
Yeah.
Next question. This is a good one. From Jada Ferrari. He asks, fuck, marry, kill. Working out, alcohol, betting.
That's a great question.
That is a tough
That's
one.
almost a Stefan level question. Working out,
betting, and alcohol. Now, I'm going to get this out of the way. Obviously, betting's staying. I can't change that. That's my livelihood. That's everything you see around you.
That air hockey table that I just beat you on?
You didn't beat me on it. It was defective.
I beat you 6-5.
It was a defective air hockey tape. But that was all paid for by Betway and Bet365 by their generous donations.
Right.
Alcohol. Man, I've had some great times.
How would we record the show without a spicy mark?
I don't know. I haven't found it out yet. Working out. Yeah, I look good.
Really good, I might add.
Oh, dude, look! There's a reason you came in wearing a basketball jersey.
I'm just a fan of the game.
Well, I don't want to be that guy, but I'm gonna have to marry betting. I'm married to the game.
Right.
Alcohol. I'd give it a smash.
Right.
I'd smash some booze. Unfortunately, I'm gonna have to kill working out. That's my own personal.
Now, I'd also say the same because I do work out, but I couldn't care to work out all the time.
I agree.
So working out's gonna get murdered.
And when you're involved in alcohol, you telling me you don't dance?
Of course I dance.
That's calories. That is a cal per gritty. You
Cal
know how many
per gritty.
gritties we throw out?
Mad gritties, dude. Mad. Yeah, no, so I guess I'd keep it the same as you, as I hate to be square like that.
That's not square.
I'd marry betting.
Yeah.
The rest of my life, I'm gonna be a better. I hate to say it.
You want to make money the rest of
I
your life,
actually
right?
don't hate to say it. I love to say it.
I'd love to say it as well.
I'd give it to a glass of alcohol.
Yeah.
And yeah.
What's your go-to drink?
Dude, lately it's just been like a lot of White Claws. But if we're talking about a mixed drink, like probably like gin soda.
Gin soda?
Yeah.
Okay.
I'll crush a couple gin sodas.
I'm more of like I like a hazy IPA.
Love hazy IPA.
I don't know if you ever had actually you have. Oh, it's escaping me right now. Super something? Superflex.
Yeah.
Yes. Bomb hazy IPA.
Yeah, I've had that one. It's good.
Otherwise, if I'm going for like a highball, like a mixed drink, rum and coke, little cocktail, and getting a spicy margarita.
What's your favorite shitty beer?
Pabst.
Pabst?
Yeah. I don't even consider it shitty, to be honest, because
yeah, it's just like the
I
cheaper
indulge
beer.
in it
Cheaper
so much.
beer.
Yeah. Next question. Who do you think's gonna win March Madness? It comes from Mateo Ueli.
Kentucky, obviously. I actually am still choked about that. I'm so choked.
Oh man, I've had so many people come up to me about that.
Yeah. After that, it's not going to be Gonzaga. It's not going to be Duke. Maybe Purdue, but they have a tough opponent right now.
Yeah. Don't sleep on Miami, man. Don't sleep on the U.
Let's see. If I was going to replace money on it, I'd honestly probably throw it on Purdue or Villanova.
That's crazy because Purdue's about to get wrecked.
Actually, no, Arizona.
Arizona?
I'm going to say Arizona.
Okay. So for me, it's the Peacocks.
Those look really yummy.
Yeah, we'll indulge in those for sure.
Okay.
You
got the Peacocks to win?
Yeah, I do. I really do.
Actually, what are the odds for the Peacocks to win the whole thing? You ask me the next question. I'm going to find this real quick.
Mateo Ayuli asks, best moves in free agency. I'm assuming he's talking about the NFL. Okay. So I'm gonna go ahead and have to give it to Denver just for getting their franchise quarterback.
Sign up real quick.
Yeah.
St. Peter's 61-1
You're
to win the whole March Madness tournament.
Throw $100 on that. Throw $100 on that. Tell me that's not the easiest money you will ever make.
It'd actually be so fire.
I actually think don't sleep on those guys.
I waste $100 on worse things.
That's what I'm saying. Do not sleep on St. Peter's, please. Best moves in free agency.
The swim move. Yeah, Russell Wilson. That's a good move. I think Khalil Mack going to the Chargers is a good move.
Outstanding move. Not only that, but they got did they get, was it Steph Gilmore? No.
JC Penney.
JC
Jackson. I don't know who's JC Penney.
That's a store.
Oh, that's why. I've said it like 7 times.
I was thinking the wrong Patriot. Yeah, those were good.
What else happened?
Well,
Devontae Adams to Raiders.
That's a good one.
That's a really good one.
They're kind of the Raiders could be a little bit electric.
Deshaun Watson, I guess, to the Browns.
Yeah.
You just stay away from it.
I don't want to get into that.
Zadarius Smith to the Vikings. Well, to the Ravens and then to the Vikings.
Yeah, he's the only guy who signed for 2 teams. Actually, Randall Gregory did too.
Oh yeah,
Or Randy Gregory.
I can't remember. I can't even think off the top.
I think we hit the big bases. Because our next question is actually from Fabio Conforti.
Actually, I think the Packers lose by signing Aaron Rodgers again.
It was
too much money.
It was best, not worst. That was a question.
Yeah, I just wanted to throw it out there.
That was really tried to.
That
was
really
wanted to say
actually
it.
Okay. I got a new answer.
Yeah.
The best free agency move of the whole offseason, extending Kirk Cousins.
Okay. Thoughts on Tyreek Hill to the Dolphins?
Good for the Dolphins. I guess bad for Tyreek. Sucks for the Chiefs.
Yeah,
I guess unless Tyreek gets paid, he got paid.
He got his money.
And you got to live in Miami, which I think is pretty cool.
He's from Miami.
Is he?
I think he's from Dade County.
Okay.
I just threw that out of my ass, but I'm pretty sure he's from Miami.
Okay. Well, that's a dub too then.
Yeah. No, he gets to go back home. He's excited. Like you said, get a little bit more tan.
Mm-hmm. I didn't say that. I don't know what you're talking about. Marcus cut it.
We actually got 2 great questions from A Crescenzo X-Finai. Let's do this one first. Zombie apocalypse. Which NFL player survives the longest?
Now, hold on a second. Did he have a zombie apocalypse question before?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Yeah, he's in a zombie
Big
apocalypse.
zombie guy. Okay, that's cool. Who's the NFL player?
Which NFL player survives the longest? So we got to pick.
Probably Kirk. He's got a rocket of an arm.
So what's he gonna do with that?
Throw stuff at the zombies, kill them, blow their heads off.
Okay.
Because with a gun, you have to rely on the gun, and you gotta have ammo. Kirk can pick up a rock and dummy like 3 in a row.
Okay.
Yeah, he's got lots of money too, so I'm sure if he stocked up on stuff, he could do something with that.
Well, another guy who's actually just recently got a lot of money would be Tyreek Hill. And let me tell you, Tyreek Hill is one of the most versatile athletes on the planet.
You think he can juke the zombies out?
I don't think a zombie will get a hand on him. I do not think a zombie will be able to touch him.
NFL players have enough troubles getting their hand on that guy.
Exactly. And I'll tell you right now, I don't know how many zombie movies you've watched. Zombies are not as mobile as NFL players.
Right.
If an NFL player can't touch Tyreek Hill, who can?
But here's
not
the thing.
a zombie.
Here's the thing. Tyreek Hill has got too much like muscle.
Yeah.
And your muscle needs nutrients, right? And if we're in a zombie apocalypse, food could be scarce. Kirk doesn't have a huge muscle mass that he's got to feed. He's got some fat on top.
But he can always make it to a Walmart.
But what if
if there's zombies in the Walmart, it's a tight space. That's what Tyreek Hill does. He moves good in tight spaces.
Would you pick Ray Rice?
He could stop. Let's get out of that.
It's got a good left hook.
Next question.
Maybe Ray Lewis. Since he's a killer.
You're just trying to get us demonetized.
Why didn't you pick Lamar Jackson if you're picking somebody so agile?
Because Tyreek Hill is probably faster than Lamar Jackson.
Okay. That's fine.
In a straight line speed.
Yep.
Lamar Jackson, we don't know how much money he's going to have either. He's his own agent. He's talking to our GM man to man right now, trying to negotiate a contract for himself.
Do you think the zombies would run away from Big Ben?
Yes.
We're going down that road.
It took me a second.
How old are the zombies? Cut. Okay. Now
That's fucked up, man.
This might be the biggest hypothetical that I've ever seen. This could be one of the toughest answers we've ever had to give on the show.
Okay.
So, first and goal at the 25-yard line.
Okay.
You only get one shot.
Yeah.
Reggie Bush, prime Reggie Bush, USC Reggie Bush. Reggie Bush that was getting money under the table and got his Heisman taken away, Reggie Bush.
Okay.
Versus a grizzly bear. Grizzly bears lined up at the goal line. Reggie Bush is at the 25-yard line. Does he get in? He has one shot.
Just 1v1?
1v1.
Yeah, he gets in. Easily.
Why?
I don't think the grizzly bear would touch him.
He wouldn't get to touch him.
No.
Grizzly bears are fast.
They are fast,
They're
but
freaking fast.
but they're not agile.
Okay.
They don't got the cut.
But they're big.
They are big.
He's going to have to cut sharp. And you know what? If he doesn't cut sharp enough, that's the last cut he'll ever take.
But that's the only cut he's going to take when he gets into the end zone.
So, in my eyes, I only see two outcomes.
Okay.
Because I think the grizzly bear can keep up with him. I'm a grizzly bear
But
advocate.
they're running at each other, no?
No, he's trying to get in the end zone. He doesn't have to run head up at him.
But-
he can run anywhere.
So is the grizzly bear going to stay on the end, like on the end
He
line?
starts at the goal line. Then the grizzly bear can do whatever he wants. He
I
goes
think-
full grizzly.
I think the grizzly would run at him. And once he's running at him, he's going to give a little shimmy shake. Whoop. Grizzly bear, ankles broken, Reggie Bush, end zone.
I don't think the shimmy shake is going to freeze the grizzly bear.
I think it could.
I think the grizzly bear might just run right at him.
But there's a lot of real estate for a grizzly bear to cover.
There is. But you don't think he's going to close the space? You don't think this grizzly bear has been getting food in the wild?
I
I know
understand.
they eat berries and shit. But like, what happens if when somebody touches their cub? You've seen those. You've seen movies.
I understand that, and I really do. But I just don't think that when there's a cut in place, running in because it's just so much area to cover.
You're undermining the grizzly bear. I'd hate
I
to
think
say
you're
it, but
over.
you're
I think
undermining
you're
it.
overmining him.
No, because the only two options I see, A, Reggie Bush gets eaten by a grizzly bear. B, Reggie Bush hurdles a grizzly bear.
Okay.
If he can hurdle him, land in stride, I think he can outrun him
Now
for the rest
that's
of the way.
got to be even dumber than what I'm saying. Because the grizzly bear is like 10 feet tall.
Yes. The grizzly bear's 10 feet tall, standing on his legs, getting big.
I think
he
Reggie-
won't do that because then Reggie's just going to run.
No.
The grizzly bear is going to be doing one of these.
Yeah. And I think that Reggie has a better chance of sliding underneath the grizzly bear's legs.
No way.
Getting up and running than hurdling
We're
him.
on turf, dude. Turf burn.
You still slide. You just got to deal with it after in the shower.
Listen. He's either getting eaten by a grizzly bear or he hurdles a grizzly bear.
He's going to juke the grizzly bear. The grizzly bear's, well, can't handle it. I got 4 legs to deal with. I can't turn that fast. Boom. End zone.
Okay. Agree to disagree.
Let's set this up.
Where are we going to find prime Heisman Trophy taken away Reggie Bush at a time like this?
How old's like DeAnthony Thomas?
Too old to be. He was. There's not another Reggie Bush.
I understand. I was just
So we're
thinking
never
of a
going to get an
versatile
exact.
athlete.
We got to set up a simulation in Madden. We got to find a player who's kind of like a grizzly bear.
I feel like somebody had the nickname Grizzly or something.
Maybe.
Would that count?
No. I don't think it would.
Okay.
We'd have to make a grizzly bear that size. But let's agree to disagree until it's set up.
Okay.
We'll find a way. We'll make our own Squid Games. We'll get Reggie Bush in there.
There's some crazy shit you can do on the computer nowadays. I'm sure we could set up a simulation.
Easy. We just got to figure out how grizzly bears think.
Okay. Easy.
Easy peasy.
I think if we set Reggie Bush as a piece of salmon in the grizzly bear's eyes,
Yep.
then Reggie Bush would swim past him into the end zone.
Don't. Oh, you're saying you put salmon in front of the grizzly bear. So
Like if we're doing the simulation, right? And you said we just gotta make it like the grizzly how grizzly bear would think. We put the grizzly bear looks at Reggie Bush as a piece of salmon, as a whole salmon.
Well, I kind of want it to be like the grizzly bear sees Reggie as a threat, and you know how grizzly bears eat, right? Like when they kill, they eat from the butt first.
Why?
I don't know.
I guess
never figured that out.
I guess it's like got like the most fat, like bacon.
I think because it's smelly. I think they can smell your butt. I'm serious. I think they can smell your butt. I saw it in like a Discovery Channel nature documentary.
Mine doesn't smell good.
Well, I'd hate to say it, Matt, but yeah, it doesn't. I've been around you long enough. I know your bum doesn't smell good, bro.
Yeah.
Don't take that out of context. But I think we outsource to Elon Musk.
Okay.
And we find a way to make this happen.
He doesn't got anything else going on.
He got nothing else going on.
Anyways.
That's all for this week.
All right. As always, I'm Mav.
And I'm going to be Coog.
And we're going to eat a lot of chicken wings.
And this was
Method to the Madness.